The objective here, Panda. Let's not PvP. Spawns in, Typhals. I'm going to go make sure there's no people there.
That's right, and if there are, I'm going to unpeople them.
This is why we don't let Typhals run anything. What's up, guys? I'm Red Panda, and you're hanging out at the Panda Palace. Today, we're going to discuss the current state of Escape from Tarkov, new patches, updates, and quality of life fixes to the game, as well as the future of the game. But first, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support continues to push out these new videos. As most of you know, Tarkov is essentially a hardcore first-person survival shooter MMO that boasts its reputation on real-life sim strategies, hardcore gaming, and brutal PvP. The game started as a very niche community and exploded into growth over the years with some of the biggest streamer stars like Pestily, Landmark, Lupo, Dr. Disrespect, and many others. However, the past 4 to 6 months have been an uphill battle to keep the reputation of this game pristine. Prior to the 12.11 patch and wipe, Tarkov was already seeing issues within the community due to lack of new content, back-end issues, desync, and a dying off player base due to the longest wipe in the history of the game. With the new wipe, we saw a huge return of players to the game, and it all seemed steady until around July of 2021. An influx of cheaters and hackers entered the mainstream of Tarkov media, and what began as small posts on Reddit eventually kind of blew up all over social media, including Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. The player base across all platforms was becoming increasingly irritated with the cheating at hand. By August of 2021, cheaters were running rampant. Labs was an absolute cesspool of hackers. Shoreline, Resort, Reserve also saw many issues with these hackers, and the player base became irate. Around this time, third-party websites began publicly sending DMs and social media posts about buying hackers to make money on Tarkov. And this really was kind of the final straw here. Again, this is where a mass exodus really began in Escape from Tarkov. Following this, Tarkov began implementing quality of life patches that helped with bugs both in raid and in lobby. These immensely helped with back-end issues, stutters, and desyncs. Some of these patches made adjustments that allowed to reduce the amount of consumed RAM after finishing a raid, changed the logic of in-game fonts that allowed to reduce memory consumption, enabled reflex no longer affects performance in the hideout. We now see optimized logic of loading character voices in raid. This really helped reduce the load times that we were seeing before. They optimized the sound batch while loading. This reduced memory consumption on your RAM and actually helped increase load times. Optimized the location loading time by rationalizing the logic of storing game resources. They optimized the memory consumption of the client by unloading all unused scenes from the memory. Optimized trader offer search time while using context search and filters. The ability to throw a grenade through the wall at the lab location, another great update there. We see the missing error message when trying to install a mod onto a weapon with no free surrounding slots. Nice little one. More little patches for details that were just, kind of irking people really slowly. They added a menu button to the first post-raid screen to skip all the next screens. I really like that one. The AI of all scavs, raiders, and bosses have actually been moved to a new technology platform that will allow BSG to expand and increase the complexity of AI-driven unit behavior and also increase the number of scavs in a single raid in the near future. Optimized the formula of calculating fence reputation, penalty when killing scavs while having a high reputation. This is a great fix. We really needed this one, and we just saw that in the Pestily video today. Link for that is in the description below. They changed the quality of life settings on shadows and textures. Choosing graphics presets and changing the MIP streaming option is no longer possible during a raid. Really kind of helped with those desyncy issues. People with lower processing computers just really did a whole lot better for the graphics design of the game, in my opinion. Redesigned the system of the game setting that allowed to avoid several existing problems when changing parameters. Now when trying to create an offer in the missing items for sale, no available items message will appear. The raid session ID in the bottom left corner actually is now unique for every player. It will no longer be possible to tell on which server a streamer is currently playing. I like that. I like that idea a lot. The KS23 has been fixed. One peg. You'll like that one. Now back to the hacker situation though at hand. Nikita did address this in a podcast this week. Check it out.
That's a bullshit. Totally bullshit that somebody thinks that we are not doing. You don't understand exactly how I'm being bothered, not about this question, about the whole situation. And I'm being bothered not only about the situation itself, because right now it's pretty good actually. Again, about cheaters and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm bothered about insinuations, how to say it in English, these provocational things that we are kind of not into. This kind of bothers me more because it's unfair, because and not only I, like a lot of people spilling blood, fighting with all of this shit.
Now, while Nikita has been known to lie before, I think he is genuinely being honest when discussing the hacker situation. BSG is in a period of time that they were not honestly prepared for. The game was not supposed to blow up this quickly, in their opinion. And we're also living in an era where larger games such as Warzone, Valorant, Tarkov, and even Amazon's New World are experiencing cheats and hackers. I truly do believe they are trying to take every step that they possibly can, given the circumstances, to combat the situation, and the game itself is proving to be a lot less hacker-filled as of recent. In the near future, Tarkov will continue to be the guts and glory game it always has been, and I do believe that 100%. We're seeing many new things being prepared and implemented in the coming wipes. New maps, Lighthouse, and streets should be released soon, as well as our first in-game trader, a shotgun revolver, explosives, and even the idea of infills are now being thrown around. Within the next 24 months, we may see the maps start to link together and the full MMO of the game come to effect. Around this time, I would expect Arena DLC to drop, and then on to full release. For now, let's continue to watch BSG as they move forward toward the future. Make sure to follow their socials and TikTok, and let's prepare for the Halloween event this weekend, which will include streamer drops. If you want access to these drops, follow and tune in on Halloween to twitch.tv/redpanda0022. And as always, thank you for joining the best cult on social media. If you enjoyed this video today, give it a fat thumbs up and subscribe to the Panda Palace. For more news and updates on everything gaming, as well as a few comedy skits and your occasional Karen video, check out all of our links in the description below for access to game information, our socials, merch, and more. Thank you, and take care.